Have you ever imagined a crypto project that's not just about making profits, but is also built on solid ethical foundations, including the principles of Islamic finance? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, here's where SidraBank comes into play. It's a project that aims to revolutionize digital finance by adhering to Sharia laws. But here's the catch: SidraBank is facing some serious governance and community engagement challenges that might just throw a wrench in its plans. Can a cryptocurrency project based on ethics and community engagement really thrive in the competitive blockchain space? Stick around, because we're about to find out. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Zaki Crypto Update, the channel where we dive deep into the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain innovations, and all things crypto related. If you're passionate about staying updated on the latest developments and insights from the crypto world, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss a video. Today, we're talking about SidraBank, a project that's striving to create decentralized digital assets while staying true to Islamic financial principles. Sounds like a fascinating concept, right? But here's the twist: the project's governance and community involvement are facing some serious challenges. So, is SidraBank doomed to fail, or can it overcome these issues and become the next big thing in the crypto space? Let's dive into it. Now, before we get into the weeds of governance and community engagement, let me ask you something. How important do you think these aspects are in a cryptocurrency project? Is it just about the tech and the token, or do you think that a solid governance structure and a vibrant community can truly make or break a project? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of why these factors could be the key to SidraBank's success or its downfall. Alright, let's get started with the core of today's discussion: why governance and community engagement matter so much in crypto. Now, we've all heard it before: blockchain is decentralized, but what does that really mean? It's not just about the technology, it's also about how decisions are made, how the community is involved, and how transparent the project's leaders are. In other words, the governance structure and community involvement are the lifeblood of any blockchain project. Without these, even the most groundbreaking tech could collapse like a house of cards. SidraBank is built on the idea of decentralization and transparency, but with a unique twist: it's also aiming to comply with Islamic financial principles. Sharia law, which guides Islamic finance, emphasizes ethical conduct, social justice, and community involvement. So, if SidraBank is going to succeed, it needs to adhere to these principles, not just in its tech but also in how it governs and interacts with its community. Without a governance model that resonates with these values, SidraBank could quickly lose its credibility in the eyes of both crypto investors and the broader community. Let's talk about transparency. We all know that blockchain technology thrives on transparency. Transactions are recorded on the ledger, and everyone can see them. But when it comes to governance, transparency is just as important. If the leadership of SidraBank operates behind closed doors without sharing key decisions with the community, it creates a massive trust gap. If SidraBank's governance structure isn't transparent enough, it risks alienating its community. Imagine this: you've invested your time, money, and trust in a project, but the decisions that affect the future of that project are being made by a handful of people, with no input from you. That's a recipe for disaster. If SidraBank doesn't actively involve its community in the decision-making process, it could result in disillusionment and reduced enthusiasm. And we all know what happens when crypto projects lose their community's trust: adoption drops, and the project struggles to stay relevant. Inclusivity is another key factor. SidraBank needs to involve a diverse range of voices in its governance process. If it's only the elite few who get a say, that's not a true decentralized project. The community has to feel like they have a stake in the decision-making process, and they need to see their opinions reflected in the project's actions. Alright, so let's talk about what makes a community active. A community is only as strong as the interactions that take place within it. If SidraBank wants to build a successful platform, it needs to foster real, meaningful engagement. This means providing spaces for open dialogue, hosting forums for feedback, and encouraging participation in decision-making. Without these, SidraBank's community is at risk of becoming passive, and that's never a good thing. For example, SidraBank could host regular AMA, Ask Me Anything, sessions, where community members can directly ask the leadership about the project's direction and challenges. Or they could create a voting system where users have a say in certain decisions, like protocol upgrades or partnerships. These kinds of mechanisms not only boost engagement but also make the community feel like they are an integral part of the project's growth. Let's not forget that crypto, in general, is a space where decentralization isn't just a buzzword, it's the core principle. A truly decentralized project thrives when its community is fully engaged and empowered to take part in shaping the future of the ecosystem. SidraBank has a great chance to lead the way here by making sure it's not just another crypto project with a flashy white paper, but one that genuinely listens to its users and fosters an environment of collaboration. Okay, so we've established that governance and community involvement are crucial, but what's the actual impact on SidraBank's growth? Here's the thing, a strong governance model and a committed community are directly linked to the growth potential of any blockchain project. When users feel like they are a part of something bigger, they are more likely to stick around, contribute to the ecosystem, and bring in new users. On the flip side, a lack of transparency and community engagement can lead to stagnation. Think about it, if SidraBank isn't involving its community, how can it expect to innovate and evolve? Without feedback, there's no way to know what users actually want or need. And without growth, a project risks fading into obscurity. The crypto world is full of shiny new projects, and if SidraBank doesn't keep the momentum going by engaging its community and adapting to changes, it could easily get left behind. So, how can SidraBank mitigate these risks and ensure long-term success? Well, the solution is pretty clear. It needs to focus on improving transparency, inclusivity, and community participation. This means setting up clear communication channels between the leadership and the community, implementing regular feedback loops, and creating mechanisms that allow for meaningful user input. Without these steps, SidraBank risks becoming another cautionary tale of a great idea gone wrong. And let's not forget that leadership accountability is critical here. The leadership of SidraBank needs to demonstrate that they are not just token holders looking to cash out, but that they are genuinely invested in the project's long-term success. Without this kind of transparency and accountability, the project could face internal strife, which ultimately impacts the entire community. Now, let's talk sustainability. The success of SidraBank won't just depend on its technology or the market conditions, it will depend on how well it builds a sustainable community and governance model. If SidraBank can implement a system that encourages long-term involvement from users and maintains a transparent, inclusive governance structure, it has the potential to create a lasting impact in the crypto world. But sustainability isn't just about avoiding governance pitfalls, it's also about adapting to change and evolving alongside the market. The crypto space moves fast, and SidraBank needs to be ready to pivot and adjust its strategies as needed. As for my take on all this, I believe SidraBank has the potential to be something truly unique. The blend of decentralized finance and Islamic principles is a niche that's ripe for disruption, and SidraBank could be the one to lead the charge. However, the project can't afford to ignore governance and community engagement. If SidraBank can get these right, it could set the standard for other projects that aim to build ethical, community-driven decentralized platforms. Before we wrap up, if you're enjoying this deep dive into SidraBank and its challenges, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time to join the Zaki Crypto Update community for all the latest crypto analysis, opinions, and insights. So, what have we learned today? SidraBank's success or failure will depend on its ability to tackle its governance challenges head-on. If it can build a transparent, inclusive, and engaged community, the project could pave the way for a new era of decentralized Islamic finance. But if it doesn't, well, it could quickly fade into obscurity, just another crypto project that couldn't live up to its promise. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed it, be sure to check out my other videos on the channel, where we explore even more exciting crypto projects and trends. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and as always, happy investing. Just a quick reminder, none of the information in this video should be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are highly speculative and come with risks. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions.